Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to be back for another episode of new makeup releases. Are they going on my wish list or not? Last week we were on vacation, so I've got lots of exciting things to get caught up on this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the monochromatic makeup tag video that I put up last Sunday. That was really fun to do. If you have not gotten a chance to check that out, I'll link it up here. The videos that are going up the next 2 days, there will be a video every day before New Year's. And I actually don't think I'm going to get all the videos in that I wanted to get in before 2019, so those will be going up in January as well. But they were pre-filmed. I think I have most of the week pre-filmed. And I forgot to say Merry Christmas in it because I didn't know where those videos were going to end up falling. So I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and get to spend lots of time with your loved ones. And today I have on a little bit of a Christmassy look. Today is my kids' room parties. This one I did not film, but tomorrow's video is actually going to be a red and green eye makeup look, but something a little bit more interesting than just the standard eyeshadow application. So I hope you guys enjoy that one. This makeup series. This series is inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It? And I will link her down below, as well as the community playlist that she has set up for those of us that do these kinds of videos, so you can check out other people as well that make these videos. And I personally was inspired by Angelica. I can never pronounce her name right, and I love her so much. But I'll link her channel down below as well, because she was my inspiration to starting these videos. Oh, and I did get my backdrop ordered, so I'm really excited to get that put up over Christmas break. So it's gonna go, my desk is still gonna be here, and it's just gonna hang like between the wall and my desk. So I'm excited for that to come as well. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into these new releases. The first one was released. So my last one posted 2 weeks ago, and I filmed it, I think Saturday, and then the color scheme was released that evening. So it's actually been up for a while. It's the Beaute Flair palette. It was available December 10th. In love. I am in love with this palette. This is on my wish list, and this is on my buy list. I know people had difference of opinions in the Paradise palettes. Was it Paradise? I think it was the Paradise palettes. But then I got the Grandiose palette in my BoxyCharm. Here's what it looks like. And I really like it. So I'm hoping that this formula is similar to this. It doesn't match the format of either of them. But I guess I can look up and see if the formula matches this one or not. But that palette is so beautiful. I feel like those are all shades that I don't already own. And that is really hard to find in a palette because I own so many. But they're all like just a little off of the shades I own. It is so beautiful. It's $38. And I am going to pick it up. Pretty sure. Definitely want that. Alright, the next thing that has released is lip glosses from Wanda Perez Cosmetics. Oh, this is not coming until January 21st, so in about a month. I don't know much about Wanda Perez. It looks like it is a smaller indie brand, US based. And it looks like she's got some highlighters, blushes, and the lip glosses, maybe an eyeshadow. Oh, I think it launched in August. So that's cool. These don't really interest me. They don't interest me. It would be fun to see what other people have to say about them, but they're not something that I need to pick up. So Makeup Maniac Cosmetics is releasing a peanut butter and jealous palette with 9 of the bigger pan sizes, and it's the sister palette to the Toast and Jam palette, neither of which I was really that excited about. I do own the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, and it's got a lot of similar shades to that, so I don't really need something like this in my collection, but it just doesn't feel like something new and exciting to me. There are a couple things that they have launched lately that are very interesting looking to me. This is the first one. It is It doesn't say what it's called. It's a glitter, handmade pressed glitter palette. So I'm wondering, is it like, if you guys saw, this week I put up the Lucius Lex collection, their glitter palette with swatches and using it on my eye and stuff. Those ones are amazing, and they're just amazing. Whatever the fixing agent is that they use in there is awesome. So I'm wondering if this is going to be something similar. But this looks really pretty too. I'm not a huge, like, I don't wear glitters all the time, but I like to have, like, I like that I have, where is it? Seriously, I have got to clean, I can't even find it. Here it is. This is, okay, over Christmas break, I have got to clean this up. So this is the Thunder Road glitter palette. So I like that I have this one palette with glitters with different kinds of shades, and these are just really cool pressed glitter. The formula is really cool. So I'm wondering if this is going to have a similar, because this has got some nice shades in it too. I really like the green and the turquoise. This is going to be $18. And then the other thing that I like from them is, well, I like it at first glance. So this is the Ice Princess palette, and it's $17. It does have a mirror to it. I wish they would have included, like, instead of that black, a really deep teal color, and then another matte in between shade that could be for a transition shade, because I feel like this palette is a little bit lacking this. I think it's got that white, and it's got some crease shades, it's got the black, but it doesn't have a good transition color in it, and just one more matte I think would have done that. Like taking out, you know, those two silver shades look similar, and then you've got the two champagne-ish bronze shades. So taking out one of those and putting in a better transition shade I think would have made better sense for this palette. So this is not on my wish list, but I am excited to see how those glitters perform. Not into the peanut butter and jealous palette at all. a.l.i.e.n.c.o.s.m.e.t.i.c.s is launching, it's called Phases. It's got names like Gleam, Euphoria, Gravity, Smolder. It looks, I kind of like it. I feel like it, okay. It looks like the bottom shade is pressed glitters, the middle shade is shimmers, and the top shade is mattes. That's what it looks like to me off of this. If it is, I kind of like that, and I'm kind of liking this palette. I don't know that I would change anything in it. This is on my keep an eye out. I think it looks kind of cool, actually. Although I don't know that I need those glitter shades at the bottom, but that those matte shades, except for like the beige one, those look kind of cool, as well as the two shimmer shades that are right below it, the pink and the greenish looking one. So I'll be interested to see swatches, what the price is of it, and things like that, but that looks cool. I'm interested to find out more about it. Next we've got this snooze fest here from NARS. Eyeshadow, a bronzer, and a highlighter. I mean, that looks so boring, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of money. It's a sneak peek, coming soon. I don't even have anything else to say about it. It looks very boring, definitely not on the wish list. And then we've got, I'm sure it's going to be right for somebody. Maybe. Alright, so Benefit Cosmetics is now releasing a new roller liner. Matte liquid liner, felt tip for a smooth application, $22, launching January 4th. I cannot, like, I hear the date January 4th, and I think it is so far away, but it is actually in like 2 weeks. That's crazy. I don't know if I'm going to try this or not. My bet is this is going to be a free gift with something somewhere at Ulta, because it seems like Benefit frequently is. So maybe I'll see if that ends up popping up. I'm probably not going to purchase it. I do not need any liquid liners right now. If it were a pen, then I may think about it, because I definitely like a pen tip better than a felt tip applicator. But it would be something worth checking out in store to see how it applies, what its pigment is like. I love Benefit mascaras. I love their brow products. I did not like the They're Real push-up liner. I thought that product was awful. It was a good idea, but it was not executed well. So maybe a felt tip from them will be better than that product was. Huda Beauty, 2 weeks ago we talked about, she had like some swatches, she had some swatches of something that was coming, and it is melted shadows. So there's going to be a matte shadow and a metal shadow. We don't know a price on it. Oh, $25 each. It looks pretty. I hate liquid matte eyeshadows. I don't think they work. I've tried several different kinds, and they just look a little crinkly, dry. I think they separate. I just don't like them. I do not like liquid matte eyeshadows. The shimmers look pretty. There's nowhere that I can test out Huda Beauty, so I'm probably not going to pick that up. And I've got I said this last time, I've got my Stila Glitter and Glows and Shimmer and Glows that I really don't use that often anyway, so I don't think I need to add any more to my collection, especially if I don't even know the quality. But they do look pretty, but I don't like liquid matte eyeshadows. It looks like Maybelline is coming out with, okay, a new City bronzer. It looks like it comes in a couple different shades. We've talked about the matte eyeshadow bar already and the new color sensational ones. And then some Superstay Matte Ink City Edition. So it looks like they're having like this City Edition line that's coming out. And I do like the Superstay Matte Ink. I don't need any lipsticks. You guys are going to see a video coming up this week that's going to be talking a little bit about what my 2019 year is going to look like, and purchasing lipsticks is not going to be part of it. So, not going to be picking that up. Next we've got, okay, I like this. This is Pinky Rose Cosmetics. I have never tried anything from Pinky Rose, and I haven't filmed my brands I want to try in the new year. I've got about 5 of them picked out, and I'm still thinking about my other ones. Pinky Rose may be on it. So these are $24.99 each, or you can get them as a bundle for $67. I really like that blue and green one. What I can't tell is how many mattes are in there versus how many shimmers. So Exotic Peacock is the bluish one. 80s Baby is the one with like purples and yellows in it. I like that, but I don't need that in my collection. And then Obsessed is the top one. Kind of rainbowish, but kind of not. That one's okay, but not really something that grabs my attention. But that blue and purple one definitely grabs my attention. It is on the wish list, but I do want to see more about how many mattes and shimmers are in there, because if it's a lot of shimmer shades, then I don't want it. I want some mattes in my palette. Just looked it up. It doesn't say how many mattes versus shimmers are in the palette, but it looks like most of the bottom row, it looks like it's got a good amount of mattes. Actually, it looks like maybe there's 1, 2, 3, 6 shimmers in there. That may be on the wish list. That is on the wish list. That may be on something I want to try and get. That may be going in the shopping cart. Definitely on the wish list for sure. It's on the I want to purchase list as well. I like it. Alright, so I'm sure that you guys have all heard about this already. Menagerie Cosmetics changed up part of their Feral palette. I don't own the Feral palette, so I don't have a big stake in the game of them changing the shade in it. I think it looks really pretty the way it is now. It was actually on sale for $29.99. It retailed for $39.99, and it's now on the website for $29.99. I was tempted to purchase it, but I did not. I actually am hoping to get one of their new palettes in 2019, which they snuck a peek of a long time ago. These are the two that are coming in 2019, the Flamingo palette and is it the Whale Song or something like that palette. I'm really interested in that Flamingo palette, so I'm going to pass on this one, but I like the way that it looks now, and I don't think it looked bad before. If you missed the whole deal on it, you can get the two new, if you bought the original palette, you can get the two new shades that are up in the left-hand corner for free, just paying shipping. So you pay $3 for US shipping or $6 for international shipping. There was a whole hoopla about the shipping cost and all that. Like I said, I don't have a stake in that game, so I'm not going to touch on that. But yeah, I mean, I like it both ways. If you like it the way it is now, it is on sale for $29.99, but I am really looking forward to that Flamingo palette. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Alright, so we've also got, what is this? Just Peachy Cosmetics. Oh, I remember. They had the Cookie Crumbs palette. I don't know how long ago we talked about this. Here's what the Cookie Crumbs palette looks like. This is very uninteresting to me. I don't need that. And then the other one that they're showing is this Juicy Fruit palette. This is beautiful. I like that. It is definitely a rainbow palette, but it's not a straight up rainbow palette. It very much reminds me of the Colored Rain pigment, like it's now a palette, but it was sold in the singles. It reminds me of that, just smaller. I don't know. I like that. I like that palette. Yeah. But let's see, it looks like it's sold out now. So it is $28. The Cookie Crumbs palette is $30. And you have free shipping over $50. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to pick that up because let's be honest. I probably already own that between my Blush Tribe and Certify palette. So I probably don't need that in my collection. I think it's very pretty though. If I didn't already own those, I would probably pick that up. Oh, yes, I haven't talked about this. I mentioned this a little bit in my BoxyCharm unboxing. Here is the new Alamar Cosmetics palette. It is Reina del Caribe Volume 2 and the new brushes that are coming out with that. And I love it all and I want it all. First of all, I've got their 3 brushes that they put out in the BoxyCharm. They are good brushes. And these next 3, I like the way that they look as well. This palette though, it is beautiful. I know a lot of people are saying that the colors don't make sense together, but I totally get it. It's that floral, Caribbean kind of feel to it, and I think it's beautiful. I don't think I have a silver like that, and those other colors are just so pretty. Do I need it? Probably not. Do I want it? Absolutely. I thought that maybe it was going to be coming in a BoxyCharm coming up because do I still have it? No. The insert that came with BoxyCharm was based off of this like print. And then my friend Sierra here on YouTube told me that she heard that it is not going to be coming in the BoxyCharm, so that was super disappointing. I think it's beautiful. I want it, especially those brushes. There's my 2 cents on that one. Alright, then we've been talking about Max Up the Makeup for a couple weeks here. We finally have got the full palette, the packaging, all of that. It is an 80s, 70s, 60s? What's the disco era? Is it 70s? 70s. It's 70s theme. And like I said, each week when they released a new color, I think it is beautiful. I love this color scheme. I love the names. This is on my wish list, absolutely. I think those colors look good. I see looks that I want to create out of it, and that's what I really look for in a palette that I want to purchase. When I can look at it and see looks I want to create. I really appreciate that they've got some deeper tones in there, like the 2 corner ones, the maroon and the deeper teal color. And there are some shimmer shades in there as well, and then several mattes. So I appreciate how that palette is set up, that it is a color story, that it has a theme and background to it. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I don't know if we know the price. I know I tried to, oh, it's called Flower Child, by the way. I know I tried to look up the price a couple weeks ago when we talked about it, and nothing was on the website yet. So yeah, it looks like the website is still not up, so we still don't have a price on what that's going to be. But I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, no shade to any indie brand. But why is your brand called Fugly Beauty? That is a turnoff right there to me. It just is. So they're releasing this palette. I don't know if this is new. Yeah, this is brand new. A brand new brand, and it's called Fugly Beauty. So this is what the palette looks like. Honestly, this palette is not super interesting to me. There's two different packagings, but they both say volume 1 on it. The inside of them looks the same, so I'm not sure what that's about. But I mean, I'm not really interested in this palette. I mean, in the future, they may come out with something beautiful that I want to try, but I think it's, oh my gosh, okay, I can't get into the website. But yeah, this is not on my wish list. That took a lot of words to say that it's not on my wish list. Okay, moving on. So next we've got another new brand. I forgot to mention, I'll link all of the Instagram accounts that I use to find new releases down below. I follow a lot of makeup brands, but I also don't know of a lot of makeup brands, so I use those Instagram accounts to help me find new makeup brands. So the next one I have is by MB Boutique. And this is an Etsy shop. So she's got 3 new palettes coming out. It looks like every shade in all these palettes are shimmer or glitter shades. Except for the pink one has got like one little lonely matte shade in it. I don't need any of these. I do not need, I know I just said I have like my one pressed glitter palette, but I don't need an entire palette full of shimmer shades. And my guess is I have most of these shimmer shades. The only one that I would be drawn to would be that green one. I love green shimmer shades. I think they're beautiful. But it's $45, and I just don't need that many that bad that I would spend $45 on that many shimmer shades. You know what I mean? It's beautiful though. They all are beautiful. I just don't need that. Alright, so now we've got Leo Lashes has got a new pressed pigment palette coming out. It's only $20, and this looks very pretty too. These shades look like an offshoot of a rainbow palette. I feel like that's the new theme. It was rainbow palettes with like the standard rainbow colors. Now we're seeing kind of like offshoots of rainbow palettes, so that's fun too, especially when like rainbow palettes, those are all going to be very similar when they're based on the rainbow. But when you get them, brands creating different offshoots of them, those are going to be different because they all have their different interpretation. They add different amounts of different kinds of dyes to them. So I enjoy that a lot. This one I am not going to be picking up because I feel like I own things already like that. And that Ace Beaute one is really speaking to me a lot more. So that's the one I'm going to pick up, but I do think this is really pretty. Leo Lashes is a new indie brand to me that I have not heard of. Obviously, they also sell lashes, but this one is not going on my wish list. In-Love Cosmetics is going to be launching, yes, this is available now. This looks pretty, but it's like that berry warm tone with blue palette that a lot of brands are coming out with right now. And I enjoy that, but I also own that in singles a lot. I own a lot of purpley berries and oranges in singles, and I own a lot of blues in singles. So I don't think I need that because I definitely don't need the browns that are in that palette at all. That being said, I totally want that sultry palette from ABH now, which is, I totally don't need any of those except for the coral and the silver. I keep doing that because did I tell you guys? I don't know if it's been up yet that I now have the Norvina palette that I also didn't need. But I am enjoying that as well. So you'll be seeing some come up with that. Okay, moving on. Zoeva has released this little matte Voyager eyeshadow palette. Oh, we've got, let's see, 3 of them. None of them are on my wish list. This may be nice if you don't like to experiment a lot with makeup when you're traveling. This may be a nice little palette for you because you could definitely create some, you know, standard good looking looks with these palettes. I always like to experiment with eyeshadow when I'm using it. So these would not be on my wish list, but they are cute. Doesn't look like we have a price on that either. Alright, I think we just have a couple more things. Give Me Glow Cosmetics has shown its packaging for the Vintage Rose eyeshadow palette. Let's see what the Pink Blush Blossom, Aged Rose Stem, Thorn, Velvet Petals, Bouquet, Rose Rust, and Copper Rose. Those shades sound beautiful. It's got half mattes, half foils. I'm excited to see what that looks like, but my guess is it's probably going to be expensive. So we'll have to see what that looks like and what the price ends up being, but that is definitely a potential for going on my wish list. I think it's gorgeous. I feel like there's no mainstream brands right now. But you know, January is going to hit and it's going to be all over. I wonder if next week will be really short. Like really slow on new releases between Christmas and New Year's. And then during that time frame, I've never paid too much attention to makeup releases, but I am betting that spring releases are going to be hitting hard in January and February for all of our mainstream brands. Zodiac Capricorn palette is launched on Friday. What is this? It's from BH Cosmetics. I mean, I guess they don't have like a just neutral palette, so they came out with this one. It's got a highlighter in the middle. I don't know. If they were going to do all neutrals, they probably should have done a lighter shimmer shade and a deeper matte shade. I feel like this palette is missing that. This is Capricorn. Definitely not picking that up. Definitely not. Oh, somebody commented, are you releasing one for every zodiac sign? BH Cosmetics commented with a bunch of eyeballs, like, look ahead for it, maybe? I don't know. Is Capricorn December? Or January? I don't know much about zodiac signs. So, ooh, this is exciting. Okay, so, ColourPop. You knew that was coming in this video. They have got 24 new single shades. I did guess that this was coming when they put all of their other single shadows were on like serious discount. So I thought they were going to be coming out with more. And it looks like they are available now. I think some people have already got them. What I think is so interesting about this is there are so few mattes in this collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 6 mattes out of all of them. I'm probably not going to pick up very many of these. I may pick up a green one. I feel like I have a lot of these. The coral matte one looks pretty. Yeah, they may be all. Maybe one of those purpley pink ones, shimmer shades. The other ones don't really intrigue me that much, which I think is a very different opinion from a lot of other people. I think a lot of people are really excited for them, but they just don't, I mean, for me, they just don't intrigue me that much. So, yeah, probably not picking up those. And, oh, there was something else from ColourPop. Lip balms, lippy balms, and lip scrubs. I don't really need any of that, honestly. I've got lip scrubs. They take me forever to go through. And I don't really need or want that lip balm. It doesn't look very appealing to me. Maybe we'll see a review on it and it will be like the most amazing lip balm in the world and then I'll pick one up, but I don't really think I need one of those. Oh my gosh, how cool is this? Yes, I want this. The Arm Brush Cleaner from Snob Queen Cosmetics. I've got to see how much that cost. $10 on my wish list. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Yes, I need that in my life. Absolutely. So cool. I wonder if I could just make one out of like Velcro. So Stila's got some new products that they are coming out with. Liquid eyeshadow and highlighting face gloss. What is that? No. No, no, no. I definitely don't need that. Although I am intrigued to try it out in store. And then they've got some, these liquid eyeshadows look so interesting. It's almost like it mixes up in the bottle. I don't really want that either, to be honest. I can't really tell what it's like, but that is weird. And then is it going to be a lot less pigmented since it's got to mix up with all of that clear liquid too? Yeah, I'm going to pass on all of that from Stila. Kale Polish has some new nail polishes. I always love their colors. This one I think is interesting because it's got like two whites in it. Looks like one maybe a shimmery white and one maybe an like a opaque matte white. But I always like the colors that she comes out with. I never have purchased any because I was getting acrylics on all the time, but I kind of have come to like switching out my polish like every 3 days and changing up my color. And I've been keeping them shorter. For now, I'm okay with that. I'm sure eventually I'll get acrylics put back on. But I may end up trying some. I mean, I like all these colors, especially that olive green shade and the matte white shade. So maybe she'll have a sale. That was a lot, I felt like, and that is everything for this week's new makeup releases. Are they going on the wish list? I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I love to hear what your guys' opinions are on these different releases and what you guys want to pick up, so please do let me know in the comments. I hope you'll subscribe before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up. Have an amazing Christmas, and if you are on Christmas or winter break, then have a great time off, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!